And then Obi Toppin, the forward out of Dayton, 6'9", 220 pounds, the senior. Fordham saw him a year ago. He was the reigning Wooden Award winner, and out of the University of Dayton is the Knicks selection at the 8th overall pick. And our excitement for him, and also what the Knicks plan to do, potentially trading that pick, and what their sort of outlook is for the remainder of the offseason with Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau coming in. And you're talking about, are they going to be a player in free agency or try and build through the draft? Is Obi Toppin, and I think this is probably the biggest question for the Knicks and for fans of their team, is he a guy who's going to be a difference maker enough? I think that there's the general consensus that this is a guy who's going to be good and is going to come in ready to play. He is an older player at 22 years old, and is not necessarily a traditional one and done college basketball player. So he'll come in, and you're confident he's going to know what he's doing. Well-coached program at Dayton with Anthony Grant. But is this the guy with the superstar potential or the franchise-changing potential that the Knicks have been looking for the last number of years?
Well, I think the important thing to know is, here's the thing. He's going to win you some basketball games. He's going to do that. He is a talented player, and he will certainly supply that for the Knicks. But my issue with it seems like we feel this way every draft year with the New York Knicks. They end up getting a pick in the top 10, and they draft somebody, and it's somebody we like, usually somebody who has some talent. And there's a part of you that thinks it was like, oh, well, that there you go, problem solved. Here we go. We're in the right direction now. But with a team that is in the situation that the New York Knicks find themselves in, it's going to take a lot more than anybody on the court, honestly, to solve their problems. They do have some changes at the helm in the front office for this coming season. So I think that would have more an effect on the Knicks turning things around than anything else. But there's still work to be done there. I think what we've seen with the Nets in the last couple of years is a change in the culture, the change in the mindset, the change of how we as fans, as you and I being in the media, how we view the team and the franchise. I think it's vital. I think it's underrated how important that is. And the Knicks need that more than they need a first round draft pick that is incredibly talented. So my issue with the Knicks is that they put their arms behind their head and go, here we go. We can get through this now. The work's not nearly done.
No, for sure it's not. And I'll be interested to see how they approach their offseason. Julius Randle on the books right now. Would they think about moving on from him and potentially making a trade? Bobby Portis is on their roster as well, and some decisions to be made with him and Taj Gibson with player options. But Obi Toppin is the newest member of the New York Knicks, and we'll see what this jam-packed offseason has for them at MSG and see if they can turn it around. Obi Toppin, hopefully for them, will be a player who will lead to that process of finally getting the Knicks back to being relevant a little bit. The NBA is better when the Knicks are better. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that for a number of years. Hard to say one way or the other. Obi Toppin's going to play for them. We'll see what type of player that he turns out to be. I think it's a consensus that you're happy with the pick right now, but no games have been played as of yet, and it's a wait-and-see approach.